Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, and I do thank you all for watching. And tonight what I'm planning to do is pack this seam right here. I'm going to wait until that plane goes by so I can hear myself think. Like I said, I live on the flight path to an airport. Lyons Airport in North Fort Worth. I'm going to pack this seam right here full of epoxy, and then I'm just going to put just enough weight on it to close the gap back here towards the back, because I want this making full contact right here. Got to make sure I don't get any epoxy back here in this scarf, because that's going to kind of act like a clamp when I go to slide this aft section up underneath the forward section right here. And I want to get the epoxy back as far as I can without getting into that scarf. So that's the goal for tonight, and I'm going to set the camera down here and get busy mixing up the resin. Alright folks, I will see you here in just a moment. Okay folks, I'm back very briefly. I've got a work light set up over here, over in this corner, off camera, in order to illuminate the work area behind me, so that I can record that process of packing that joint full of epoxy. Don't worry, I'm going to fast forward through that. I'm not going to torture you. I'm not going to make you watch me for 30 minutes there, just working that joint with the epoxy. So I'm going to get busy mixing the resin here, and I will be back momentarily. Okay, so I've got the epoxy mixed up, and I'm going to have to hit the ground running. Also, I apologize for the weird lighting effect. It just is what it is over there. With this heat and everything, this stuff is acting like it wants to kick off, so I've got to get moving. Alright, so at this point I'm going to go underneath the boat, and I'm going to make sure that I've got that epoxy oozing through the inside, and then I'll worry about doing proper fillet beads later. Okay folks, welcome back. It is 24 hours later. I got out here last night and bonded this outboard edge at this bottom panel, and it turned out very well. I just wanted to show you the end result here. And the epoxy is nice and smooth, flowed into that joint very well. I'm real pleased with how the epoxy not only flowed into that joint, but it stayed put. I've had a little bit of an issue with this marine epoxy. You have to remember to mix it extra thick when you mix in the cabosil, and that's just because of the lower viscosity. But as you can see there, it filled that joint quite nicely. And so I'm going to get the camera set up, and I'm going to go underneath the boat, and I'm going to show you the inside of this joint right here. So give me just a moment. Okay folks, I'm back. I was showing you the outside corner. Now this is the inside corner of that same edge, that same joint. and that turned out very nice in here as well. I did get in here and pack that a little bit, and I did run a little small fillet bead, and that resulted in some of the epoxy being pushed out from the other side. But you know, that's a good thing. That means you have plenty of epoxy in the joint, and that's what we want. We want that bonded solid all the way down front to back. Now, with all that said, I will come in here and after I flip the boat back over, I'm trying to set that light down, I will come in here and I will run a larger fillet bead in all these joints, not just here, but in all these joints. And I mentioned that in the previous video. I'm going to come back and lay in those fillet beads later after I turn the boat back over on the bottom side, and of course that'll be after I am finished attaching all these bottom panels. But yeah, I'm pleased with the way this is turning out. And so, you know, the next thing is to get this panel bonded in place. There is the overlap seam right there. That's that scarf seam right there that I've been showing you right there, and that is the aft panel right there. So the next task is to get this one bonded in place just like I did, and I'm gonna I don't know, because it's a smaller, shorter panel, I may just go ahead and make a run at tagging it and bonding that outside edge, that outboard edge, all at one time. Now, like I said, it is a shorter panel, and plus I don't have that bend to fight. I don't have, you know, like I did on the forward panel here, I had to curve it around the bow, and I didn't want to be fighting with that and trying to stick it to these ribs and to the stringers, and trying to do all that in one operation. But this is just one flat panel right here, and so I may just try to get that all at one time, and I think that's what I'm going to do with that. And at the same time, I'll deal with that scarf joint right there. I'll pack that full of epoxy and take care of that at the same time. So after all that's done, once I get the fillet beads run, and of course I'm talking about after I flip the boat back over, I will reinforce all of these joints with fiberglass tape, and of course it's going to be fiberglass from the outside also. Alright folks, that's it for the night. It is hot out here. I'm not going to do another one of those marathon sessions like I did last night, and I think tonight I'm just going to just take it easy and go in and watch a little bit of TV. Do have an appointment early in the morning, so I'm not going to be out here till 1 o'clock in the morning like I was last night. Okay folks, I will see you in the next video.